Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depends on the part of the world that you are watching this program from today. You're welcome to Face to Face. Today we are having a very interesting and wonderful topic, local government autonomy. What is your take? Would like to hear from you. Uh, I'm going to be joined by two of our compatriots. I'll bring them to the studio. But before I do that, as like I said, our topic for today is the local government autonomy. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation in Nigeria has already assured the 778 local government council that effective this January 2025, their allocation will be paid directly to them. That means the money is not going to the state before going to the local government. The money will be paid directly to the local government, which in other words, to be much better for the local government, because if they have the money, they will be able to meet the demand of the average citizens of the country, because the local government is more closer to the people on the grassroots than the state. Because the local government don't usually get the fund, because they get their fund from the counterpart of account, or I mean a joint account rather, of the state government, or the state governor rather, before they can do anything. But now, going forward, according to the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, and combined with the recent ruling of the Supreme Court, that their fund or their monthly allocation should be paid to them directly. For me, I say kudos to the Attorney General and kudos to the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because this has been something that has been lingering for a very long time. And most of the governors, they are very hesitant, because they, like you and I know, most Nigerians knows about this, they take money from the local government purse. They use it. Local government, they don't have anything. For example, I'll give a good example. There was a time in the history of some local government, and probably I'm not going to probably start mentioning names, that they used to receive about 400 million naira to the local government. The governor then would take about 300 million and only give them 100 million to go and work with, to go and pay salary teachers, teacher salary, civil servants salary, everything probably around about 60, 70 million, and the rest. What are they going to do with that when they ought to be working with 400 million given to them by the federal? So that's the case. That's where we find ourselves. Anyway, let me bring one of the guests. Is already waiting here in the studio, Chief MD. I think join us tonight for some reason. I don't know. Chief MD, Chief MD. You are welcome to the show.
Hello, my dear brother. How are you, Prince? It's a privilege and honor. Happy New Year. This is our first meeting this year, so Happy New Year to you too as well. How are you, brother?
This one that you are dressed like Okaim or so. Did you just got married another wife, or are you celebrating something special that you dress like Okaimo?
As a chief, you must always represent. So as a traditional chief, not even a ceremonial chief, a traditional chief. You must represent the tradition at all
institution. Yeah, at all time. You are right.
Yeah, you must.
You're right.
So if you see I Chief JK Hauma the first from Abia State, even though I'm an Edo man, you have to do kudos,
Yeah, that's nice. I'm happy to see you. Good to see you, bro. And how's your family? How was your New Year celebration? Hope everything went well. You had enough booze for the Christmas and New Year. Yeah.
Of course. And it's a privilege and honor. I enjoy every aspect of my Christmas, New Year days. It's just a wonderful. This time last year, I was stuck in Nigeria politics and drama. But I'm glad I'm home this time. So that's it. But apart from that, everything is great.
Have you heard about the recent announcement from the Office of the Attorney General?
As
that
regards to the
effectively that they're going to be paying the local government allocation directly to the local government.
yes, I've
What's your
heard about it. I'm very much actually read some stuff about it. Apologies. And I'm
yeah.
very much in support of it. And I believe that's what we want to discuss. And in relation to what is going on with the suspension of local government chairman in like Edo State, I'm really interested in that subject matter. I've been looking and reading into it, and I'm beyond disappointed.
Yes, the it's quite very fortunate or sad rather that Governor Beolo that most Edo indigenes they were so happy to to have him as their new governor elect or new governor select. However, whichever way you want to look at it, whether he was selected or elected, but at the end of the day, the Edo people
Or appointed.
are appointed. The Edo people they be kind of really happy. They've been happy to have a kind of new sheriff in town. But with the recent shenanigan going on in Edo State now as to the issue of the House of Assembly impeaching the local government and some persons are trying to kidnap the Speaker of Edo State, Edo local government for them to utilize, to use him as a tool to impeach the elected chairman of that council. Why are they doing all this? I mean, is it all about allocation or what is the problem? Because our topic is about the allocation going to the local government. Again, we must also talk about the issue that is going on in our home state as well.
The, let's start with the allocation because the allocation affect the drama that is going on in our own state, and the drama that is going on in our own state affect the allocation. Now, every government is rooted in the community, in the local government, for the quality of service or governance they're providing.
Yeah,
Now, for years, we've had a system that from central government to state government, but the problem is it has never disintegrated down to the local government, to the local constituencies. It has never done. That's why you see most capital of most states is properly done, the rest of the state is forgotten
yeah,
90% of the time. Now, Tinubu on his side, President Tinubu on his side, felt government are not properly represented if the local authority are not in charge of their security and financing. Every other responsibility local authority has it, like education, employment, all those things. But they don't control the purse. They don't even control not only the income, they don't even control the generation of income, ability to even create wealth. They don't have that. So they are the mercy or the wish of the state governor to do whatever he wants. That's why some state governor act like God. And what the federal government is trying to do is to disintegrate the economic power. And say now, rather than allocation going to the one post at the state level, and then doesn't get to the bottom of the state or the bottom of the people. Let the state have what they need to do for the state. And each local government reimbursement or reimbursement goes straight to the local government. Now, what you will find that will happen if the state governors realize they can't do this, some state governors who agree will create more local governments. Obasanjo, Tinubu did that during Obasanjo. Creating more local government does not give them any autonomy or anything. It's just an opportunity for them to steal more money. Not necessarily bringing the community to that. But if that was what they want, that's fine. You understand? Now, look at what's happening in those states. I'm personally very, very disappointed in Senator Monday. For all clarity, I was one of the very first people who crossed party to endorse Senator Monday from Labour Party or from any party. I never left Labour Party. I'm not an APC person, as people think, or a PDP person. I'm pure core Labour. The reason why I voted for or supported Senator Monday is the same reason why Peter Obi left PDP. Peter Obi felt it was time for a southern person to rule for the purpose of justice and fairness, equity and fairness. It should be a southern person. Come to a state election after Benin man, after Edo North man, Shomale to Benin man, Edo South man, in Obaseki, I also felt like many people that it's time for a center person to govern. I supported Senator Monday. I campaigned, you aware of it. I was on TV, I had my team on the ground, different group that I was financially supporting and different people without any penny or any expectation for Senator Monday. Now the governor. Now let's come to him as a governor. I mean, it's in about few months, few days time. Now it's going to be 2 months in power. If you know a governor that has a vision and sense of purpose, this is not what he will be doing. He should compare himself to OT. OT won an election in the same circumstances. It was in court. While it was in court, it was delivering service. They only just conducted the local government election in Abia State not too long ago. And OP did not remove any of the local government chairman that belongs to the other party. He worked with them. They were delivering service. But Senator Monday or Governor Monday has not shown credibility of thought or independent of critical mind. Because the governor that I know when he was senator I spoke to is not the one that is acting abysmal way against rule and order. He's an humble man, or rather, his humility may have fooled me. The guy was properly fooled then because it came across like a very humble, decent human being who is not going to abuse the democratic process or take advantage of the decency and trust people and empower him with. Why are you trying to abuse the democratic process with fallacy? If you have any evidence against this local government chairman for misappropriation of financial resources, EFCC is there. They have no immunity. If you have actual evidence that they were giving money to officials from this local government budget directly to a state official, produce the evidence. Don't give us BS, lies. Produce the evidence. Leaders lead. Leaders lead. True leadership is where you have a vision of where you're taking people to. It's not where you go about victimizing people. What is his core? It's almost too much. What is his core? It's what is his core? What is strong belief? What is he trying to achieve? Is he trying to fight corruption? Is he trying to create address insecurity? Is he trying to develop the state? What exactly is it? And to be honest with you, the last thing I expect Senator Money to be doing or Governor Money to be doing at this point, or at least in the next God knows when, is to abuse his office by trying to undermine democracy. Regardless the process that brought the chairman into office, it's a democratic process. And we know in Nigeria, no election is totally kosher or 100%. Neither is his own election. Anybody can say it's 100% kosher, or else they won't be in court today. Those people were duly elected by Nigerian standard. And their time should be coming to an end soon by law.
Yeah, by law, they still have it by a year and 6 months left in office.
Yeah. Then manage them appropriately, put a lot of checks and balance. Why remove them? Why embarrass people like us that invested a lot of trust in you? I have people who are calling me now and saying, we told you so. We told you so. A man of your own exposure and intellectual capacity should not be supporting a man like this because it will be a puppet for some people. And I know I've spoken to His Excellency. Yeah, it's an humble man. It doesn't mean it's a puppet of anyone. Now, we don't even know if he's in charge of his government. We don't know if it's Adam Oshomole third time we're running or Pastor Eze Yamu fourth time he's running. We don't know who's in control of this government because it doesn't seem like it's in charge. And the worst part
if you ask me, honestly, Chief MD, if you ask me, I'll tell you people are behind this whole shenanigan that is going on at the present time in Edo State. People are behind, 100% behind it. I don't think, I don't know Monday. I don't know him at all. I think you even know him better than I do. So, but I think from all the indication and with the fingerprint on the wall, I don't think he's the one orchestrating this whole mess because this is complete mess. because they
Yeah.
were all duly elected, like you stated. And if anything, when the House of Assembly impeached them suspend them, sorry, for violation or for misappropriation of funds, they ought to have gone through the local government by impeaching them, not going to the House of Assembly. So House of Assembly has no business to be suspending elected chairman. They have no business doing that. Yes,
Even the
some might argue that there is a law that gives them that right to do so. But however, that this is the first time in the history that we are hearing in a those state that the House of Assembly suspending a local government chairman. Yeah, it has never been
even
heard before.
even that is not even as bad as, if you think that is bad, listen to this. They realize that doesn't work. Now they're using these local government councillors. One councillor impeached chairman. One councillor.
You need to
And now,
talk. I think if
yeah,
I'm not mistaken, you need
you
to
need to
talk to be
talk to
able to
impeach the chairman.
to
But
be able to
one councillor, the speaker of the council impeached chairman. Can you
even
imagine that?
I saw a video when they were trying to when the guy I know so well who happens to be the speaker of Alredo House of Assembly, Alredo local government now by the name of Harrison. I know him very well. My said the secretary to my foundation. They all had the foundation. They started over 20 years together. So when I saw him ranting on the video, I was just laughing. How they tried to kidnap him and tried to
Yeah,
forcibly take him away. They took his car key and all that in order him to go and assist them to impeach the current chairman of the local government. Those are
yeah,
just they are making mockery of democracy. That's what they are doing as
exactly.
we speak. They're
It's
making
an
a
insult
mockery of democracy.
And it's an insult on people like us who supported His Excellency Mondo Pueblo. It's a really an insult on our own integrity as well. Because one of the key things people were saying then is just coming to light. And everybody said it's going to be a puppet for Shumole or Pastor Yam. And I know the man I spoke to.
If you were not my friend, Chief MD, if you were not my friend, somebody I know well, I would have probably start calling you out now because I know how you defended this man. We almost had a fight because of Monday Okpeholo. How you supported him, At the end of the day, look at what you guys gave to Edo State. You can see what's going on now.
At this point, it's rather disappointing and shameful because this is not what we bargained for. And the reason why it's really painful is that it is avoidable. This is not be his focus. Why create a democratic chaos that has no bearings to anything? Why try to abuse your power within the first? It's not even up to 6 months. Why are you removing local government? Work with them. You have no immunity. If you think they're embezzling state money, AFCC, light up EFCC behind them. Let them give account. Just as much as you asking the local government chairman to give account of their spending, you as the governor, you also need to give account.
But
You
let
as
me
the
shock
governor,
you
you
with
also have
this.
to show
Let
account.
me shock you. Let me shock you with this. Now that you made mention of the EFCC, are you aware that the EFCC already invited all the 18 local government director of finance and the HOS? They've been invited. I have that information. I got it reliably informed. They've been invited
Yes,
by EFCC to come forward. Why
and
all
I
this whole shenanigan of impeachment and suspension and whatever it is that they are doing has been going on? They've been the officials of the local government. They've been invited already by EFCC
just
to
to
come and give
buttress
account.
about an hour ago, I spoke to the Eastern Northeast local government chairman. It's my friend, Dr. Kelly. He told me that as well. You understand? They've reported them to EFCC. Why not let the due course take place? Why remove them on for you are the judge? You're even violating court order when the court said the status quo must remain. You're even violating the court order. That to me, it's somebody who's not ready to lead. It's just somebody who's been led. It's somebody who's been told what to do like a little boy without his own thinking faculty. Is this the fight you want? Don't forget, those local government chairmen, they are closer to the people. They are closer to the people. You remove them and put other people and wait till next election and think and see what will happen. You're already creating unnecessary enmity and community fight that you don't have business in. Wait till the next election. If you then play the game, every governor play, put your own people if you have to. And because you
Let's
have no
uh, let's
unity,
let's
you have
uh,
no power.
let's Chief MD, let's leave the issue of Edo State for a minute. Let's quickly go back to our primary focus, which is the local government autonomy. Uh, do you think that the governor will allow local government to succeed, given the fact that the allocation is going to be paid directly to them now, and also, don't you think those local government chair I will come back to the issue of Edo State because I think it has something to do with the allocation as well, like you rightly stated earlier. The allocation that is going to be paid to the local government is 774 local government effective this very month, January. Do you think it will get to the local government chairman? Would the
That
governor
is
allow them? Would the governor allow them to actually work and provide the dividends of democracy for the people on the grassroots, which is the local
this
people
is
close
the
to the local
problem in
government?
Edo. This is exactly the root cause of all this local government fight in Edo State. Every other state, the governor of most of every other state has most of their local government itself is appointed by the governors. We know there's no true election, so they are working within the same party. So as such, it's like before they make you the local government chairman, you already sign, as we heard, that if you do anything, you already sign a resignation letter even before they appoint you. So before you know it, if you don't do what the state governor is saying, they just publish your appointment, your resignation letter. They'll just put the date, put somebody. Let's put that is just yes. But let's come back to the reality. The reality is this: many of these state governors already have their own handpicked people, but it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable because if they even unpick somebody and now they pay that local government chairman from the federal government 1 billion a month, 200,000, 200 million a month, whatever, let's even say 100 million a month. Are you now going to say the state governor will say, out of that 100 million a month, you should send 50 million to the state? It's not possible. This is the conflict. Maybe the first month, the second month. It's not possible because they also know what is coming directly to the state. That the state supposed to share, the state will now start keeping. That is the problem. That's the problem. So for me, nah, I don't think that's even going to work at all, to be honest. I don't think that's going to work. And these state governors will not allow it. But the local government will fight them for it. That's the problem. The local government will fight them for it.
Honestly, for me, I think the local government need a true autonomy. True autonomy in the sense that, I think they already passed that law, if I'm not mistaken. The federal INEC will conduct the election. Okay, no, the governor refused to accept to their signature to granting the full autonomy to the local government, whereby the federal INEC will conduct their election. Everything about the local government should be done as the same way the state is done to the federal. Whatever federal the state receives from the federal, the local government should also receive the same thing, thereby granting a full autonomy to the local government, whereby the governor can never interfere or cannot interfere in the affairs of the local government. Because that is the only way that the local government can actually strive and make an impact, to the citizens of the state or the locality that they are supposed to represent. Because in absence of a full autonomy granting to the local government, there is no way, because this will continue. It's going to continue year in, year out, 4 years out, 4 years in. The state governor will continue to interfere in their financial capacity to deliver dividends of democracy to the people. They will continue to interfere by appointing, selecting their brother, their sister, their their cohort people who are loyal to them to represent them at the local government level. This is not the way it's done in the country where you live. People, they give
Yeah,
them the
but
full authority, they have the right to operate. But in the case of Nigeria or in the case of our country, it's not like that. So we need a full autonomy. I don't know how President Tinubu is going to make this happen, but there needs to be a full autonomy to the local government. Full autonomy without interfere. Whether the governor agrees or not, there should be something, if they have to amend the constitution, taking the power away from the state governor to accept. They don't even need their signature. There should be there
why
should
why
be
why
written
why would they need the state governors to pass a federal law? Why would they need the state governor acceptance?
yeah, because
It's not
all the
constitutional.
36 local governments, 36 state governors, 37 state, including the federal capital, they have to agree. They have to accept their signature. They are local, the House of Assembly of each state, they have to approve it. That was where I think they had the issue under Buhari that they refused to give the full autonomy
Then that's fine. The federal
to the
government have the power
federal
to
government.
who they pay money directly to, who they finance directly to. They can basically do that.
Yeah, but if they give the money to the local government, are you sure that the local government is not going to take the money back to the space master
Then
or the
it's
state?
easy to go after the local government chairmen have no immunity. EFCC to light up their ass. I'm behind them. That's it. They have no immunity. There's already check and balance in the system. Just like what is happening right now in Edo State, where EFCC already
Yeah,
invited all the financial secretaries
the
or
director of finance and the HOS.
exactly. So what happened in that process is the other local government chairman are now watching. Because let me tell you, Nigerians, most especially Nigerian politicians, greed is their motto. Do you think one local government chairman will get 500,000, 500,000,000 or whatever from federal government, and the state governor will say send 50 or 60% to the state governor, and he will say yes? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Most especially in Edo State. It's not going to happen. That is the fact. So if we put all the drama aside, what the federal government is trying to do is achievable with or without a new law. And the way to achieve it is what the federal government has tried to do now: pay them directly. Let each state local government have their own
Receive
account
your
with the
money.
federal government.
Yeah.
Then pay them directly. Then light up EFCC behind them. And watch each local government transform overnight. Do you know most local governments are in charge of schools, they're in charge of salaries, they're in charge of security, and they're in charge of welfare of that local government. But they don't
100%.
control the resources or finance to do it. How are they going to develop it?
That's the biggest challenge most local government are facing, honestly, because
Most,
I
most of the
was
local
once
government
involved
cannot
in local
even
government.
approve contracts. Some look at doing ambody, so we heard. There are many of the local government cannot approve contract more than 50,000 naira. Local government that was allegedly voted for without the approval
Yeah,
of ambody then. That was why they turned against him.
is that recent? Because when I was the supervising councillor for works in the local government council during the tenure of Adam Oshomole, I know very well because my office was charged with the construction. I was in charge of actually everything that has to do with revenue, with construction. Most of the file, I would say, maybe 60 or 70% of those files for construction of customary court, whatever that was going on for a secondary school, a primary school innovation, they normally come through my table. And I know very well that the local government chairman then was able to approve quite a lot of, projects. So I don't know, maybe
I know
those
it's
things
not.
are
No, I'm just saying. So we heard that during ambody, the former Lagos State governor
governor.
that was
Okay, okay,
removed after doing one time. One of the
yeah, yeah.
things many people turned against him was it wasn't allowing the local government some autonomy of
Oh,
even
okay,
awarding a contract. Many of the
okay, I got
commissioners cannot award a contract more than 50,000 either. But factually or not, I'm just saying how powerful the governor has
Yeah.
been to stifle growth locally. They just stifle growth. They're not allowing the
Yeah.
economic power to flow. Now,
Yeah.
if for instance, my SA Northeast local government chairman knows all the roads that are bad, all the schools that are not properly maintained, all the public access ordinance that is not being done,
Yeah.
but he knows all that. But the purse string is it's in the state. A governor that's not even from that region, he doesn't care. He will not care. But if they pay the local government chairman directly, and he knows he needs to fix this road, he knows that school needs upgrading, he knows that road needs fixing, he needs all those stuff. Do you think the state governor will now say to him, they've sent you 100 million this month? Out of that 100 million, send 60 million to the state, and he will agree,
Yeah.
even though they are from the same party? It's not possible.
Oh,
That's the fact.
yeah.
So that's why I'm beyond disappointed in Governor Monday Okwebulu for what he's doing in Edo State now, because this is the least thing I expect of him.
Yeah, I think
This is the least thing I expect.
it's very sad to see Senator Monday Okpebholo acting the way it's acting, going against the wish or the will of the people, by trying to go through the back door to get out some those who were elected to serve the people, in order for him to bring his people and install them as a stooge to his administration. However, we must continue to pray for our country, pray for the state, because all we can do for them from here is to continue to pray. Because, like I told you earlier, for me, I begin to see democracy as something that is not really vital for our development as a nation, because it's not working for us. It's not helping us. Even though some of the so-called Democrats, they know how democracy should work or ought to have worked, but again, because of their own selfish interest, they will always do the opposite. So for me, I truly hope and I wish that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can take a step further to do the needful and ensure that the local government is completely free from the hand of the governor, from taking what belongs to the local government to develop the local government and using it for their own personal interest. So, if you have one or two more things to say, then we can round up the program for the day. And the floor
Yeah.
is yours, my brother.
Yeah. I just want to say this directly to most especially Edo people. I'll start with that. First of all, I want to say that this is not the governor we voted for, or people like myself. I didn't vote for a governor or for anyone to subvert democracy or trample democracy. I didn't support anyone or a governor that does not understand the functionality of leadership, whereby leadership is by inspiration and vision, where you're taking people to. I did not vote for a governor who is being led by few, not taking the burden of the majority at heart. That's not the governor I voted or support for. The governor I voted or support is Monday Okpebholo. This is a man that cares. He cares about the poor, he cares about the needy, and he cares about the widow. He cares about the poor child in Odogbe village, or in Irua, or in Iguebe, or wherever, in Esako, or wherever, in Okada, wherever, who cannot afford to go to school, to have a good education. He cares about that mother who has a sick child, who cannot afford to pay the medical bills, and is willing to put in public health to support that. He cares about the young man, the young lady who need some technical skills to support themselves. That's the governor I voted for. That's the person rather I voted for. But this person right now that's acting this way, submerging democracy, removing chairman who have been democratically elected, going against court order, both state and federal court order. I don't know him. I guess I've been bamboozled, unless otherwise there's something else I don't know. Governor Monday and your advisors, please, if you're listening, I beg of you, do the right thing by the people, by the majority of the people that have voted you in. This is not what we didn't want a tyrant. We didn't want an emperor. We already have one king, and one king is Oba of Benin, and we have all our LGAs. We don't want another king. We don't want another emperor. Those who try to be a king or emperor, they always failed. Edo is different. Do not be misled or pushed wrongly. Another thing is we did not vote for Adam Oshomole third time or Pastor Eze Yamu first time. You can speak for yourself. You've been in a public office now for at least over 2 years. If you cannot speak publicly, learn. You can afford it. Get a speech therapist. Get a coach. Get a linguistic. Get a speech writer. Barack Obama have speech writer, have linguistic, have coach, and is the best orator as it is. Is also a stammerer. You can do all this. Stop allowing Adam Oshomole to speak for you. You can speak for yourself. Learn. 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 Get a coach. Get a speech writer. Very simple. Get them together. They'll write your speech. Your coach will coach you how to deliver it. You deliver your speech. If it's not good in English, speak Esan. Stop Adam Oshomole speaking for you. We voted for you. And democracy is supreme. Democracy is supreme. You might have the power. The power is transient. Go and ask Obaseki. It's not everlasting. It's transient. Remember that. If you treat this local government chairman badly, it will come and haunt you. I do not agree in mismanagement of public fund. There's a way to put check and balance, but you do not survive democracy.
Thank you.
At all. It shows your level of leadership or their lack of it. A true leader knows how to work with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Learn it. President Tinubu is a better example of that. It's in your party. If you're not sure, ask him how to manage this set of people. This is very disappointing for people like us who go against conventional knowledge and go against conventional wisdom, but go with the gut feelings and with the hope that humanity transcends ideas and policy, that your humanity transcends that. You are a decent, good man who cares. Focus on that and leave the politics behind. Then the voters will reward you. All this gimmick of going to endorse or going to, what they call it, launch an incomplete project. The era of Obaseki is done. Stop that nonsense. Launching incomplete project. That never a project to nowhere. We expect more from you. Let your compassionate nature guide you. Let your God-given wisdom lead you. Let the power of your own grace, you're a man of grace, push you forward to do the right thing. Going after the local government chairman, removing them with toggery, it's not the right thing. It's an abuse of the power, it's an abuse of the trust, and it's an abuse of the faith people like me put in you that made you the governor. So, Your Excellency, Governor Mondo Pebolo, I plead, do not abuse your privilege or your power, because one day history will judge you. Please back off from this removal of these chairman, back off from it. Reinstate the chairman as the court says, and leave the rest for EFCC. If they done anything wrong, EFCC will go after them. Then work with them to deliver the service you want to deliver to the local community, to the local government across Edo State. That is what leaders do. Leaders lead. Do not be led by the nose like a cow by some few people who have other agenda, other reason, other purpose. You know why you want to be governor. Be the governor you want to be. Be the leader you want to be. Not the leader led by the nose by people like Adam Oshomole or Pastor Ezeyamu. We didn't vote for them. We voted for you. You is the excellency governor of Edo State, Governor Mondo Pebolo. Be the governor. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my dear, wonderful friend and brother, Comrade Chief Matthew Ahumochen, the Okaimo one. My fellow Nigerians and fellow Edolite, there is need for a full, free autonomy from the state. The need of having autonomy in the state is to promote the grassroots development, enhance accountability and transparency, bridging the gap between the government and the citizens. That is the reason why there is need for a full autonomy. Governor Monday Okbeolo, the AKA Akpakomiza one. I get one simple thing where I want to tell you for Pidgin English. If you let Pastor Zeyamu, if you let Adam Soshomole, if you let General Assisi, if you let them use you, they use you, they will use you. I'm sure you know the history of our late father, Foloncho Ali, Ambrose Foloncho Ali of blessed memory. The man worked tirelessly for the development of Bende State. He did all he can and all he could do for his people. I went to school under Governor Ali, where they used to feed us all the best food those days. In spite of all the man did for Bende State, what did they pay him with? 3 years imprisonment. If not for the kind-heartedness of Isama of Benin Kingdom, that man would have probably rot in jail. Don't allow these people who are telling you what to do now. They will use you, and I foresee you going to prison with chain in your hand at the end. If you are wise, Monday Okbeolo, not let them use you. They use you. Now you go answer your papa name for Johnson. Thank you, my brothers, my sisters, and God bless you all.